Are we overhyping expectations for Tampa Bay right now?
No, I don't think so. And it's because this team, by the way, every time you say Tampa Bay, I feel you almost saying Tampa Bay, Trey.
I'm not going to do it. Mina, I'm not going to do it.
It's so close. I know, you will at some point accidentally. Because they're more than Tom of Tampa Bay fame. They are an extremely balanced team. This defense was really good last year. It feels like such a football hipster thing to say, but it's true. They were the best run defense in football. They brought back Sue and Barrett under Todd Bowles. That secondary, which is so young, is going to take another step forward. They added Antoine Winfield Jr. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the best defense in the division, and that is why they're going to be good, because they are good on both sides of the football.
Yeah, and Devin White has been really good for them as their first pick a year ago, coming out of LSU from the linebacker spot. So, okay, that's the defensive situation there. But what about the offense? Which offense do you expect more from in the NFC South? The Bucs with everything they've added now, or the Saints, who, let us not forget, have had all kinds of offense without a true number 2 wide receiver? They have that now in Emmanuel Sanders.
It's close. They're both really strong offenses, but I'm going with New Orleans for a couple of reasons. One, the offensive line. Now, the Bucs did a lot to improve their situation, which actually wasn't as bad last year as people thought, but drafting Tristan Wirfs. I actually think Rob Gronkowski's greatest contribution might be in pass pro. But the Saints have star power and they have depth. Trey, they have so much depth. They drafted a center and they didn't even need one in the first round. Okay, they are stacked up front. They also have continuity, and you know that matters more this season than perhaps any season in NFL history. We know how much Tom Brady loves working with his receivers in the offseason to get on the same page. He can't do that this year. Meanwhile, in New Orleans, you've got a coach and a quarterback who have basically mind melded. This is their year. They have worked together for so long, and I think they're all in this season.
And one draft pick that nobody's talking about for the Saints was the tight end Adam Troutman out of Dayton. This kid could not have fallen into a better situation with the way Sean Payton and company are going to use them. So if on May, whatever it is, Mina Kimes, you had to go out on a limb, May 7th, and predict who was going to win this division, are you going with the Saints or are you going with the Bucs?
I want to say I think they're both playoff teams.
That's a disclaimer.
Here
comes a disclaimer.
That is the disclaimer, but I'm going with the Saints, and it is because of that continuity aspect that I described. Again, this season, it matters so much, and this team has it in spades.
Mina, I know this will shock you, but we're on the same page there. Meanwhile, taking a look at the Atlanta Falcons. This is the one team board, as keep telling us, don't sleep on the Atlanta Falcons. It looked like Dan Quinn had lost his job last season, and then after the bye, the Falcons played so strong for him. And I think they have 11 first-rounders now on that offensive side of the ball with the addition of Todd Gurley and a couple of other people. But look at the finish of the season. Week 13, Saints. Week 14, they go out to L.A. Week 15, Bucs. Week 16 at Kansas City. That can be tough for a dome team. We saw Denver last year had to play in a snowstorm. I think it was Week 16 in Kansas City. And then they finish up Week 17 at Tampa Bay. Then you take a look at the Carolina Panthers. New head coach Matt Rule on draft day had one mission: improve the defense. The franchise gave up 29.4 points per game last season, worst all time. Matt Rule, coming from Baylor, he's had a great job rebuilding both the Temple program and the Baylor program. Used all 7 draft picks on the defensive side of the ball, including Derek Brown, the huge defensive tackle out of Auburn, with the 7th overall pick. That had never happened before. So Matt Rule is on a mission first. They extended Christian McCaffrey. They got Teddy Bridgewater. Joe Brady comes over with that pro-style offense from LSU to be the offensive coordinator. And Matt Rule went defense only in the draft.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.